Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and Jay family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all. So we back once again. Welcome back to the channel.
Yes,
definitely appreciate everybody tapping in.
Yes.
We'll get into some more reactions. You know, we'll go spread the awareness again. Do what we do over here on the channel. So with that being said, you want to introduce our family members, let them know who we're going to react to today?
We are reacting to Jesse Lee Peterson. And the topic is, we're ending this right now. Pastor storms off interview. It's hard to read.
So I'm guessing. Oh, I thought you had it written down right there. My bad. So I guess this is about a pastor who Jesse Lee Peterson, I guess, had a falling out with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not quite sure, but that's what it sounds like by him walking off.
Right.
So let's see what the argument was about. But before we jump into it, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And comment down below, baby. Come and join the squad, man. Half and Jay.
Right.
We already kicking off. What?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes. Boom.
I look weird today. But anyway, let's get it. I do. I don't know, something like off with me today.
You look fine.
Welcome to the Fallen State. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Help us fight censorship by hitting the thumbs up button, and then don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. You can ring my bell. Ring the bell, right? I have with me today Pastor Kurt D. Thomas. He's a senior pastor of the Renewed Church of Los Angeles. Am I right? Renewed Church of Los Angeles. Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having me.
I absolutely appreciate it.
Thank you.
And so, were you called to be a pastor, or did you go to school for it?
Well, at the age of 9, I felt the presence of God over me. I grew up in a Pentecostal church, so I went through that entire Pentecostal experience. And it wasn't until I matriculated through college that I decided to get a bachelor's degree in theology, or to study theology while I was at Stillman College.
Oh, I see. So God didn't call you. You decided to go to school for it.
No. I believe that I was called by God to do what I do. Oh,
you do?
Yes.
And why do you believe that?
Why do I believe that I was called? I know that I'm called to do what I do because because I have a passion and I have a desire to see people elevated from where they are to where they need to be.
Oh, okay. And when you say where they are, do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state?
Explain what you mean by that.
Fallen. You're a pastor, you should know.
Yeah, but explain what do you mean by a fallen state?
Do you know? Do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state? You know what fallen means, right?
A fallen state means that they've fallen from the grace of God. Is that what you're... Okay.
Right.
So I believe that that humans have fallen from a fallen state, but with the whole deal with reconciliation, I think that God reconciles us back to himself.
So you do agree then that human beings have fallen away from God, right?
That humans have fallen away from God according to Adam and all that, yes.
And then at some point, those who seek him will come back.
Those who seek him, are that he's called back to them, yes. Then they will.
Is it possible to overcome that fallen state?
It is possible to overcome that fallen state if we accept Christ back into our hearts.
Right. So how does one know when they're in a fallen state?
Well, a person will know that they're in a fallen state when, or is when they don't live a life that's acceptable. I believe that's really acceptable to themselves. So like a person that is a drug addict, or a person that is drinks too much liquor, a person that maybe not living their best life, or doing what they're called to do. I think that those people are the people that find themselves in a fallen state.
So when they're not living their life according to God, then they're in a fallen state?
If you're not living a life that is according to the principles of God, yes.
Then you're in a fallen state.
You're in a fallen state.
So if I read, and I don't know if it's true or not, I like to ask the person before I make it,
Okay.
know if it's true or not. Are you a homosexual?
I am a same gender loving man.
So it doesn't mean you're a homosexual?
It means I'm the same gender loving man.
But just from, I'm black and slow.
Okay.
And just for the record, does that mean you're a homosexual?
I could be considered a homosexual.
Wait.
Okay.
He said he's black and slow.
Right. But see, I'm glad he asked that question, because I was about to pause and ask that question. Was he a homosexual?
Mm-hmm.
Because the way he sounds when he's talking. And I don't know if that sounds bad by saying that, but he sounds like he was a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? He didn't sound like that to you?
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So he is then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of figured that, though. I swear I was about to pause in and ask that same exact question. But I didn't want nobody to take offense to it, though. But, I mean, so.
You're a homosexual?
It means I'm the same gender loving man.
But just from, I'm black and slow.
Okay.
And just for the record, does that mean you're a homosexual?
I could be considered a homosexual.
Are you considered? I don't want to think of you as being
I'm a homosexual.
You're a homosexual?
Yes.
And so you're a homosexual pastor?
I am a homosexual pastor, yes.
Okay, so how are you a homosexual pastor, though? I don't get that part. Like, and then the church that you're preaching at, how are they following you, though? Would you follow a pastor like that?
Me personally, I am very picky with pastors and
Well, no, but
churches that I go to.
Would you follow a gay pastor?
I'm very picky, so I highly doubt it. If I would, I highly doubt that.
I mean,
I like to. I don't know. I'm just very particular. Okay. So I know for sure.
Well, I wouldn't. I'm gonna say it flat out. No, I would not follow no gay pastor. Period. Point blank. I don't know how you would be a gay pastor to begin with, but that's just my personal opinion. Jay ain't said it. I said it. So
what are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to put everything on you. Just not. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm very picky with.
I'm not doing it.
Churches that very very particular.
That's playing with fire right there, in my personal opinion. So.
A homosexual pastor?
I am a homosexual pastor, yes.
How long have you been a homosexual pastor?
I've been a pastor for 8 years, senior pastor, and then before that, prior to that, I was a youth pastor.
Oh, okay. Why do you think that God would call a person, a homosexual, to be a pastor but not change him?
So, I don't think that God majors where we minor. And so I think that what happens is I think that we put limitations on God that God doesn't have. For example, we could, if you go to seminary or something like that, you find out that there's a thought process that God could possibly be a woman, or that God could be this, or that God could be that God can be whatever it is that you need him to be.
You believe that he can be a woman?
I believe that God can be whatever it is that you need him to be.
So could he be a homosexual too if you needed him to be one?
Well, honestly, I don't think that God, the Bible says that God is neither male nor female.
Right. So how can he be a woman then if he's not a female?
Well, I'm saying that, so there's a book that's by who's the book by? There's a book that is written, it's called What is it called?
Well, that's all right about the title. What about the book?
But in the book, the principles of the book talk about God swaying himself to the spirit, and it's called The Shack by W.M. Paul Young. And so if you read that book, then you find out that God basically finds himself congruent to whatever state of mind a person is in. So at one state, God is a Jewish carpenter. At one state, God shows himself as a big black woman in the kitchen cooking.
Big black woman?
A black woman in the kitchen cooking. And
So you think God could be a big black woman?
I think that God can be whatever it is that you need God to be at that moment.
Do you think they got...
And this is a pastor, man, at somebody's church that they're going to, listening to this word.
Yeah,
that
I
he's
most
preaching.
definitely would not follow his teachings
At all, period. Soon as I found out he was a homo, not saying I have anything against them, but I'm saying you cannot be a pastor, being a Christian, and being a homosexual at the same time. That don't go
But
together.
then he's saying how basically whatever you're thinking or however you're feeling at the moment, that's God can be that. Like God is everything, but everything of love and
Positivity,
purity, and
that's crazy.
he's a big black woman
In the kitchen,
cooking.
Mm.
A carpenter. What did he say? A carpenter or?
Now you know God has a sense of humor, so I'm gonna say, does a big black woman have thongs on too while she cooking some eggs? I'm just
You know
saying,
what?
like, you know what I'm saying? God had a sense of humor. I can have a joke. You know what I'm saying? I can tell a joke or two.
You are.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
Yeah, okay,
crazy.
forgive me. You know.
A big black woman?
I think that God can be whatever it is that you need God to be at that moment.
Do you think that God can be a homosexual too?
I don't. If God needs to be a homosexual, I think that he was, but I don't liken him to that. I don't liken the word. I don't liken God to be, to be an isolated gender.
So you believe that God could be a woman, a big black woman, a homosexual?
God could be whatever you need God to be.
And so does that person make God what they want him to be in their mind so they can accept being wrong?
Right.
Or does God switch genders and all that kind of stuff?
I don't think that God, that we create God to be whatever we want God to be in our minds. I think that it's based on experiences. The experiences of that person allows God to transform himself in whatever it is that person needs to be. For an example, if you've ever gone to Africa, or if you've ever gone to a part of the world where there's no westernized religions, where people they don't have an isolated form of who Jesus is or what he looks like, opposed to what you were talking about earlier.
Right.
We don't know what he looks like, and so since that, God becomes whatever it is that person's experience.
But those countries that don't believe in God, there are S-hole countries, and they're all trying to come here now and bring their S-hole attitudes.
Their S-hole? What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
What is S-hole country? It's an S-H-I-T hole.
Oh,
Right.
you're saying that they're S-hole countries.
Right, because those people don't believe in God.
Right.
I wouldn't say that they don't believe in God. I would say
They don't believe in the real God. They have their own made-up God based on their imagination, right?
I wouldn't say that. I would say that we experience God on the level that we know God. So if you have somebody that is an Indian and they've never had anyone explain to them the ideology of God that is created here in Western culture, then I think that
What is Western culture?
Western culture is where we are now. It's what we operate in a canonized version of the Bible, in which we accept as the authentic truth of
But Western culture is the best culture, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Then why everybody trying to come here? And we're not the best. If Western culture is not the best culture, why everybody trying to come to what's not the best culture?
Is everybody trying to come here?
Everybody and their mama. Have you noticed we can't even keep the illegals out?
I wouldn't say that everybody's trying to come here, but I would say that there are people that are trying to come here from all over the world.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if we are not the best country, why are they trying to come here? Why don't they go to the best country?
We consider ourselves to be the best country.
But we are the best.
And maybe
that's because of Western culture.
Well, I wouldn't use the word.
Man, listen. And I don't care who takes this way. This dude's stupid.
Why you say that?
Because how you don't think that America is the best country?
Right.
For number one.
Right.
For number two, how in the heck is you gonna sit up here and say that God is a big black fat woman in the kitchen cooking? Like, where in the heck did you get that from? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you find that? Like, how did
the book that he was talking about, whatever book.
Well, they need to burn that book.
Whatever book.
They need to burn that book like they was burning Balenciaga's clothes. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Like, man, listen. And you a pastor? Somebody need to revoke his license, like ASAP though. Like, for real. Like, this is an emergency. I need to call 911 on this one. You know what I mean? Like, this is like crazy right here.
To be the best country.
But we are the best.
And maybe
that's because of Western culture.
Well, I wouldn't use the word best, maybe. I would use the word, we're probably a country where people are allowed to be free and be themselves.
So we're the best.
If you say best, then I'll go with that.
What the hell would you call it then?
So you say God is a black woman.
I didn't say God was a black woman. I used the book as an analogy
that God was a black woman.
To show us that God could be whatever it is that we need God to be.
Amazing. Do you believe that book?
I believe that God could be whatever it is that we want God to be.
Really?
Yes.
And so you've been a homosexual all your life, you said earlier, right?
At the age of 9, I knew that I liked the same sex. Yes.
How did you become that way?
I didn't become that way. I knew that was my innate nature to like men.
And so how did your nature go from a natural nature of being a man or male to an unnatural nature of becoming a woman? How did that happen?
So, you said the unnatural nature.
That went over his head right there.
Wow.
That went over his head right there. He started stuttering and some more shit. He said to be a woman. Mm-hmm. Meaning, if you like another man, then you're thinking like a woman. Right. You feel me? So you're a woman, really, not a man. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he was telling us. That's why he went over his head. He's like, wait, hold on, what did he just say?
Natural nature of being a man or male to an unnatural nature of becoming a woman. How did that happen?
So, you said the unnatural nature of me becoming a woman?
Yeah, you were born a natural male, right?
You're born a natural male.
Right, you were, right?
I am a male currently sitting here in front of you.
But how did you go from being a natural male to an unnatural woman?
She's an unnatural woman.
But isn't homosexuality is like being a female feelings?
No.
What is it? No. What is it exactly?
Being gay is, or being gay, being a homosexual, whatever term that a person wants to use to identify themselves. It's an innate state of being. It means that this is who that person is. If I'm not a woman, I'm a man sitting here in front of you having a conversation. I have a penis, just like you have.
Well,
a penis.
You do have the male parts, but now they cut that off too. Did you hear about that? We'll get to that. But do you feel inwardly? Do you feel like a male or you feel like a female?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
No, but what do you feel like?
I feel like a male.
Inside?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
I realize that, but inside, do you feel like a man or you feel like a woman?
I am a male sitting here in front of you. So that answers your question, right? I don't feel like anything because I am a male.
You don't feel like neither male nor woman?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
I realize that, but what makes you think you're a homosexual then? If there's not a feeling on your side, why do you think you're
homosexuality is not a feeling; it's a state of being. It's who the person innately is. It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with creating a feeling that you're talking about. It's an innate, it's the innate nature of who that person is. I innately am who I am. Me being gay or homosexual has nothing to do, for me, with being a man. It has everything to do with my preference and who I choose to sleep with.
What does the word innately mean? What does that mean? I'm black and slow. I don't know what that means.
The word innate. The word innate means that I'm not changing or I'm not becoming something else. I am who I am.
Just before we started the show, you said that you introduced your. Is he your husband or your wife? Is that your husband?
Oh my goodness, this nigga is crazy.
Ooh.
Oh, hey,
He's the most outspoken person that I have
he the truth.
Most outspoken person.
This nigga the truth.
And he's
no filter.
He's serious.
And no laughter, no nothing, no smile.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Jesse Lee Peterson, boy, you boy. Woo. I'm fast. You need to hit that nigga. See what I'm saying? Like, damn. Woo. He said, is that your husband or your wife?
Woo.
Damn.
Who I am.
Just before we started the show, you said that you introduced your. Is he your husband or your wife? Is that your husband? He's gonna be your husband or your wife?
I'm gonna end this interview.
Why?
Because we're ending this right now.
Why you want to end?
We're ending it.
Well,
Take
wait,
this
come
off.
back.
Take this off. When you want to have a real conversation, no, you're bullshitting me.
Come back.
I'm not gonna be a part of that. Come take this off of me, or I'm gonna take it with me.
But why are you running?
Come take this off of me, or I'm gonna take it with me. Please take it off of me.
Really?
You're disrespecting me.
But no, I'm asking you really.
Please take it off.
Am I asking him a real serious question?
No, I'm saying, just let me take their recording. Just try to get a reaction. What's that?
It's okay.
I'll be quiet.
No, that's not what you're doing.
Just take it off.
Yeah.
But tell me why you're running.
I'm not running, sir, but when you want to have a real conversation, you have my information.
But you said that you're gonna.
When you want to have a real conversation.
You said
when you want to have a real conversation.
You said you're gonna marry this guy.
When you want to have, he's a guy. You're calling him a female. You're being disrespectful.
I asked if you were calling him husband or wife. Come back. Do you want to be interviewed?
He said, "Oh,
right."
Amazing. Well, they gone. That's amazing. They gone. They walked away. So the deal is that was Pastor Kurt D. Thomas. And Kurt D. Thomas is a senior pastor of the Renewed Church of Los Angeles. And he is a admitted homosexual pastor. And what he does is he works with men. They host a monthly men's group, they say. So I wanted to know about all that. But just before we started the show, he introduced this other male, black male, that he said that they're going to get married soon. And I know that these people are doing that, and they call it a marriage. So I want to just kind of lay out that first. I had no idea that he was going to run, because if they are proud of being what they are, and they say that it's normal, you would think that they don't want to talk about it. But apparently not. And so I don't know what's going to happen, but he's gone. I know you should pray for him anymore. He's gone. I wanted to ask him about the Great White Hope, Donald Trump. I wanted to ask, how does this work? If we're in a fallen state, we should overcome. I had a lot of questions. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. That was a short one. Help us fight censorship by hitting the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. And ring the bell. And don't forget to buy the merch. Everything we get, donate, and all that, it goes back to make all this happen. We try to wake up the world, come out of that Father's Day. Thank you so much.
Next time on the Fall.
Damn. That interview right there. Whoa. Whoa. Do y'all think that Jesse Lee Peterson was being disrespectful when he asked, how did he word it?
Basically asking him if they have women feelings.
Right.
Or calling them a woman.
Right. So do y'all feel that Jesse Lee Peterson was disrespectful by asking him that? Also, do you guys think that he was disrespectful by asking him, do he call his significant other his wife, or would that be his husband? Comment down below, let us know. I would definitely love to hear y'all opinion on that. You wanna give your opinion about it?
That was just really, really interesting. A little uncomfortable.
Right.
I know for sure I wouldn't go to that church.
Right. Do you think that Jesse Lee Peterson was like disrespecting him by saying that?
Because to me, I would have took it as I felt it was because at the end of the day, he's still a man. You know what I'm saying? He's still a man. Yes, he dates other men, but he, you know what I'm saying? He's not.
But isn't that women's tendencies?
What?
By dating another man.
Yeah, I mean, but for him to keep repeating the word woman when he clearly kept
because he
saying
wasn't
he's a
answering
man.
your question.
No, he did. He did say
not.
He's
he
a
kept
man.
saying no. He said, "Do you have to feel like a woman because you like the other men?" He kept saying, "Well, I'm a man sitting in front of you. I have a penis like you have a penis." And he kept saying, "That's not the question I'm asking you." So that's why he kept repeating it, because he wasn't directly answering the question. He was like kind of beating around the question. You know what I mean? So he was saying like, "I'm a man sitting in front of you," so that's kind of answering your question by saying if I have like a woman's, like I guess tendencies or whatever, because I like another man type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it.
Right.
You know?
Well,
That's how I took it.
I don't know how a gay person feels inside, so
Right.
I don't. Clearly on the outside, he's a man.
No, clearly
So
on the outside he's a man, but you have to say that somewhere that he has to have some type of women tendencies because.
Oh no, I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that feels. Or
I'm sure he's emotional. You know, like a woman be, right?
I don't know.
I'm sure he is.
Everybody can be emotional.
Well,
but
right, but I mean, men is not as emotional as women. That's what I'm saying. That's just a natural thing. Men are not as emotional as women are. Now, as men get older, we get a little bit more emotional, I think. Because I got a little bit more emotional myself as I got older compared to when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. So, I mean, I'm not knocking him, nothing like that, but I just feel like, do I feel like Jesse Lee Peterson was kind of disrespectful? Yeah, I do feel like he was kind of disrespectful.
I do.
But do I think he was asking some valid questions? Yes, I do. Because how would you understand?
He was asking. He made a valid point by how do you feel on the inside.
Right.
He could have asked it in a better
way. Correct. Absolutely. I agree with you on that. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you have to be prepared for questions like that by going into something. Like, especially when you know who you are. You follow what I'm saying? Like, you know you're a pastor. Mm-hmm. You know you preaching at a church. Mm-hmm. You know you about to sit down with a Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm pretty sure you don't done your homework about him. You feel me? So you already know what kind of questions that might get thrown at you.
Yeah, but it was disrespectful. Mm-hmm. Period, point blank. Mm-hmm. He disrespected his fiance.
Yeah.
That it was disrespectful.
Well,
he did.
No,
because he asked him personally, but then he asked if he's going to, I guess, refer to him as husband or wife.
Correct.
When he kind of, to me, it was disrespectful. But
the question was disrespectful.
Huh?
The question was disrespectful.
Well, just him.
Or how he said it.
Just how I guess how he said it.
Okay. Because that's a valid question.
No, it is. No, it is. Yeah. But it was like
y'all both can't be the husband, right?
But it was like he was kind of provoking him. You know what I'm saying?
Of course he was.
Yeah.
Of course he was. But that's his job to do as an interviewer.
Right.
Viewer. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess.
You gotta push the envelope. It's like watching Vlad TV. You You know what I'm saying? He be asking those questions like just to see how far he can go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's kind of like a podcast type shit.
No, of course.
Yeah. So, you know. But anyway, let's jump to some shout outs.
I don't, yeah. Okay. First shout out goes to the Ballistic Chick. What's up, the Ballistic Chick?
The Ballistic Chick, what's going on with you over there taking ballistics of what? Firearms? Something like that. I mean, I don't know. Let me know. But anyway, shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what you thought about it. Comment down below.
Yes.
And make sure you come back and join for some more reactions.
Yes. And second shout out goes to Brad T. What's up, Brad T?
Brad T, what's going on with your champ? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know
Yes.
what you thought about it, what your thoughts, and leave them down below in the comment section, baby. You feel me? And make sure you come back and join for some more.
Yes.
I know y'all gonna be mad at me, but
I mean, that's your opinion. You know?
yeah, okay then. But we out this thing, y'all.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.